to know.
Yeah. Okay. Are we in?
Are we in?
My brother, we're in.
We're in. Let's go.
Welcome, 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 my brothers
Yo, bros.
all over the world.
What's the latest?
How you doing?
Who are you?
How you been? Who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm D.
And I'm Nay.
And this the Future Fathers FF podcast, my bros.
Let's get it. 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 Yeah.
We need the big applause.
You know what I mean?
The mighty applause for us today and for everybody else.
You get me?
Because, as I'm pretty sure you all know, this one's going out over the info wave.
Yeah, man. Live. Spreading love.
For all of you to jump into. So, if you got any comments, my brothers, I beg you, please jump into them. Leave the comments. Let us know how you're getting on, what your day has been like, and how life's treating you. Because it's all doing everyone a bit funky sometimes.
Yeah, man.
And
It's a bit nuts right now.
Of course it is.
Man.
Of course it is.
Their energies is flying all over the place.
It has to. It has to.
Yeah, man. What are you saying to me, man?
My brother?
What's the topic? Obviously, I'm trying to pattern up.
Yep, me too.
You get me for the live lot.
Making sure everyone knows what I go on.
You know what I mean?
Oh, all right. I know it's good.
Yeah.
Yep. Although it still doesn't say that it's live. No, it's still not telling me that it's live.
Technicals, but it's all good, man.
It is. We know it's out there. It's out there. I know it is because I set it to public.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I set it to public, so I know the public's there. We just gonna have to wait and see what happens.
And you don't gotta bear with us because this is the first time we're getting live with you, so we gotta work out the
first live session
kinks and all these things there.
And the funny thing is, I took half an hour this morning, yeah, to set myself up, and I was like, right, okay, so I need to do this. I need to make sure that's on. And I did, and I checked it. Everything was was good.
This is what happens though in entertainment and stuff like that, bro. You get me? But
These things happen. So do you know what, my brother?
Let's get it, man.
While we're here,
what you got for me?
While we're here, and it's me and you, and the rest of the man them. My brother, what we're gonna jump into. I had a thought this morning.
What was that thought?
And my thought was, I don't like how certain children carry themselves out on the street. Certain behaviors is it's not for me.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not for me.
I hear that.
I don't know about you other brothers, yeah, but I know for a fact, nah, I don't. I'm not with it. There's certain behaviors that I can't condone. I can't condone certain children, and it's weird because it's not weird. It is life. There's children that follow other children and they see youths do things and then they do things. And then there's other children that are just like, oh, do you know what? I'm just me. I'm doing my thing. Certain children are loud. Like my two, they're a bit older. But when I'm out on the street, brother, at certain time I want to hide my face because the amount of noise they make, I'm like, boys, just calm down. Like, there's no need for you to be so loud. But I get it. You know, when you're excited and you're in the moment, volumes go up.
It gets like that. And the man, they don't know their volume. I remember my mum telling me all the time, like, raw, like, you're loud. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not loud. But man ain't engaged man's voice and these little things yet. So
yeah, exactly. They learn to hold the volume at one level and turn it up when it's needed. Yeah. Turn it down when it's needed.
But I think our culture's quite loud anyway, blood.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know a lot of quiet black people. So I know a couple.
A few, yeah, definitely.
But they still got families who throw parties and do this, that, and the other. Like, they're not really subdued like that. You get me? That's a big part of our culture. But I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I see certain youths and that. But bro, you see me up until a certain age, I do not blame the children, cause like, I'm sorry. I know exactly I don't.
What you mean, bro.
You get me? Up until a certain age, a lot of things rely on, you get me, the guidance of the parents.
Yes, it does.
And also, you know, what do you say to your youth to empower them when they're not around you so that they can still feel to... Because let's be real. Every child, yeah, every child
Yep.
has followed another child at some point, whether it's trying to act like them or trying to throw tantrums like them and see if you can get away with it at home.
Yep.
Or there's just every child does it, innit?
Yep.
And in my head, that's just learning, innit?
Of course it is. You learn how to push your boundaries. Or should I say, you learn to push your boundaries.
You get me?
And where they lie, and you quickly find out. with certain parents, you quickly know, okay, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Some parents are very, oh well, you know what? I'll let you carry on doing what you're doing, and just leave certain things to manifest in a certain way. Not me. Not in my house. Not at all. So when I'm with them out on the street, even when they were small, bro, like you said, friend temper tantrums. My two both tried it individually one time. One time. The oldest one, when he did it, he tried it in a supermarket.
Yeah.
Brother, I sat down on the floor. I said, what are you going to do now? Yeah.
Where we going from here?
And he looked at me like,
like what?
What are you doing?
You ain't supposed to do this.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? I beg you, please get up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was like that. And he walked off, and I was like, yeah, that's not happening again. The other one tried it in a park. Want to scream and make up noise. So I said, all right, then, cool. Do you know what? I'm going to do that too. And I started just making up a whole heap of noise. And same again, like, why are you doing that? You're not supposed to be making up noise like that. Why not? You're doing it. So I can do it as well. And he didn't like that. Was not a fan of that at all. But you know what?
I got the job done, innit?
That's right. As I said, both tried it individually one time, and that was it. I squashed that instantly. That's not happening again. Like in the house, it's a little bit different.
On road is different.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. When you're outside, no. As you were saying to me, a little, bro. Yeah, cultures is different. Yeah, and how you push your boundaries and learn where you stand. And who will take what and who won't take what, I don't know, man. Like, brother, there's certain things that I see different cultures handled differently. Like, I know, I've seen, I won't say I know, I've seen a lot of Middle Eastern families treat their sons differently to how they treat their daughters. Sons, they kind of get away with a lot more.
Yeah. Daughters have to be a certain way.
Yeah. Which, it's I suppose parents treat their children differently anyway, and then you
grow up in a house of boys.
That's true.
You get me? Like it's mad. Yeah, you have to treat. Even with two boys, you have to treat them differently, bro. Yeah, because they're just different people, innit? Like,
yep.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, when it comes to the boy girl thing, it is mad because I find myself like certain times. Not even double standards, because I've gotten much better with that now, you get me? But yeah, there are things that man would think twice about, you get me?
Okay.
Like, with the boy, there's only one thing I'm really worried about with him.
What's that?
Not only one thing, but it's like, obviously there's things that go on the roads with the youths, there's da.
Yep.
But other than that, like, you know what I'm saying? With the daughters, like, is some boy gonna mash you and leave you? Like, do you understand?
Yeah, I get that.
Like that's how like, not every dad thinks of that like that. You get me? But me being me and my experiences of life, like, yeah, I'm gonna be more protective of her when it comes to her partners than I'm gonna be with my man when it comes to his partners.
Definitely.
But I can't make it too much of a difference because they're both man's youth. So if I'm gonna say to a man's girl, "Rah, be with a brother who's gonna treat you right," and you get me, blah blah blah, not take advantage, in an ideal world, then I must say the same thing to my man, and I must tell him, don't take advantage of da. You get me?
It's kind of two sides of the same coin, though.
Yeah.
Because what you're telling your daughter
to look for in a man, I'm trying to instill into man's son,
right, exactly.
to be a certain way for. But at the same time,
it
is mad.
It's just different, isn't it? It's different people, different cultures, different learnings, different learning curves as well. Because certain people learn things late, bruv, especially with their children.
So you said something real, yeah? Don't like how youths are, a lot of youths are, or some youths carry themselves in that. Be real. I never had Instagram.
Yeah. Me neither.
Yeah. What I saw growing up is what I saw in it. It wasn't like I could go to my room, flick on my phone, and see bare
Yeah.
Like it is what it is, innit? Now, youths can see the standards of other youths' lives without understanding that this ain't the way to go about it, but you're gonna just want it anyway.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of pressure on these youths right now to be a certain way. There's a lot of, you see me? Like, I'm a great believer of the environment in it, yeah, that you're brought up in it. And you know when people used to say, remember that thing with Eminem that was like, oh yeah, blame your lyrics, and they're blaming the whole rap thing about. Do you know what it is? You can't blame rap, but when you expose a certain life to people who may not know that life,
that's all they see.
You get me?
Yeah, I get you.
You're telling real life from your perspective. You get me? With your bars and that.
Yeah.
But that you don't know all the other stuff that comes with it, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, their focus is what you said.
You get me? And then they see their older brothers, they see their cousins, they see their brethren moving a certain way.
Yep.
You get me? You can't blame that. I wouldn't blame, not you, but I'm saying society can't blame that one thing.
No.
You get me? Because
it's never just one thing.
You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot that takes to make someone. You see me that because I'm my biggest of why though, innit? That why, like you could tell me something here, and I will say why though, because I need to understand. Like before I do the judgmental who he, I need to understand. You get me? I need to, because people have looked at me. Probably how, you get me? Certain man have looked at these kids at times. Oh, why are you out here burning suits?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Trousers all low.
Yeah.
And look how young I look now, and that's teenage. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know people have looked at man like, raw, these youths, you get me? But man don't know that the situation. Man don't know that man's burning suits, but man's a clean-hearted youth. That's right. I'm with my brethren on the roadside, or the certain things we've got to do, but I'm clean-hearted.
Yep.
These are just something that I had to go through, and give thanks that man's learned my lessons. Yeah. And it ain't taking me like into a grave or nothing like that. You get me?
Yeah. Or a next box.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But boy,
it's
man have to learn.
Bro, it is the environment. It's a lot of different factors. The environment, how you're taught, who you're taught by, the lessons they've learned. There's so many different things.
But a lot of, go on. I was gonna say, like, if you deep it, in my head, like a lot of parents, man's age, like we're still young mentally, like our generation, we're still. I want to say it's not even immature, but man's just young. We'll hit at a certain age and won't think life's done or that. We're still in the mix.
Yes, of course we are, bro.
You see that in the mix thing when you got if you're in the mix and you're not a focused parent, your youth's gonna keep up with some things, and it's gonna go over your head. You get me?
Yes.
Because you're in the mix, we're in the mix. We've all got phones. Our mum and that ain't got. They've got phones, but they don't use it like how we use it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We're in it with our, like, man can talk to man's youths about, okay, what algorithm's that, or hashtag, or
the
do you know what I'm saying?
You see,
you can actually have an actual conversation and understand like what's going on. I try. My nan's got like an Alcatel in Jamaica, bro. Like she's had it for a few years. Yeah, it's only taken her to now to really to smooth with it, like voice notes, WhatsApp messages. You get me? She's smooth, but at first, it was peak, while. Yeah, to the point where she wanted to dash away the phone. You get me? But so the point I'm trying to make is that for these young ones now, it's like we're not kids having kids, but a lot of us was kids having kids. You get me? Yeah. But we're still in that mode of. Yeah, man still want to go out, still want to rave, man still want to look good, man still want, you get me? 100%. Man still looks at Instagram and sees thing man wants, you know what I'm saying? Like in our age group. So, if you got children and you're just still caught up in whatever you get me, you want to do with yourself, or rare tear, or...
Yeah.
You get me?
That's the issue. because you can't just be thinking about yourself like
You see what I'm
that.
saying? Look how much things of child neglect like have come up like in the last how much years and that.
Yep.
Like how much, like obviously, like I said, I'm not a judge. I don't know what's going on out there, but all I see is what I see. How much mums and that have left their youth to, and this has been an ongoing thing through life, innit? It's just publicized now through social media, innit? But
Yep.
you get me, a guy now leaving your youth 3-4 days in the yard. No, I don't like.
Oh, brother.
You need your time. Every parent needs their time. I will never take that away from. And sometimes it's not as easy as. Yeah, some people ain't got that support group in it, that support system to take man's youths and that and do all this other stuff. I get that. But, you know, they didn't ask to be here.
That is the number one thing, my brother.
You get me? They didn't. At bare times, really I used to think, right, I didn't even ask to be here. I didn't even. Why am I getting through these things? You get me?
Yep.
But they didn't ask to be here. And it's for us up until a certain age to really. And some youths just don't listen. Let's just be real. Some youths just don't listen. Some youths don't care. They're more caught up with what's going on with their brethren, what's going on outside. Because there's some real good parents out here who's got youths who make some mad decisions, bro.
Of course, bro. Like I've seen it. I've seen some of the youths, brother. As most of you know, yeah. My missus is a teacher, TA as well. So you know she's dealing with youths, brother. Some of the decisions these youths are making in their lives that mess up or that could potentially mess up their lives and their parents' lives as well.
Yeah, but what do you tell a youth who he turns on YouTube one day, he sees all these music videos and it's just bare of the man them who's done hard time, who's done bare things, but the only thing that youths gets to see is the Lamborghini in the videos, the chain on man's neck, the clothes, the bad bees in the video shaking it down.
Yeah, he's gonna
like, you get me?
Yeah, them youths there's gonna go and conduct themselves out on road in a different kind of fashion because all they're gonna see
they're seeing is that. They don't know that raw. My man sat in there. You don't even know if in pen it was peak for him.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You don't know who he snitched on to get. Like you don't know. You don't know. And I feel like the youths, yeah, they ain't even got like they've got a lot of real role models, but man don't get that we say that same push in the public eye and that.
Yeah.
All these donnies who's just promoting, and I can't even say that because even some of my tunes I'm a bit wild in that. But it's not my music is not a regular the stab man up, shoot man. I don't even, you know what I'm saying to you?
Yep. It's not a reflection of,
you get me, what's really going on around man at certain times. So when these dons are doing that, and I get it, like you gotta make sales, you gotta look after your family, you gotta rare tear, and this is what, but that you is seeing you. Man's mum's telling man, listen, go college, pattern up, do work, rare tear, but mumsy's broke. You're broke.
Yeah.
How do you know what I'm saying? Your youth's going to be out here acting like a goon, going for the belly.
Of course. I can't, you know what? I can say of course because I know that. Like,
yeah, you know,
I've seen it.
You know.
I know
from
where
Peckham,
it
is. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know where it is. And then you got the flip side where the youth sees things like that.
And it says, nah, that ain't happening to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's, brother,
it's all on the individual though, isn't it?
It really is. It is. It is on the individual.
Yeah, it is. Because one man can go, 3 men can, like you say all the time, 3 people can either see the same thing or go through the same experience. It's not going to be the same.
Never going to be the same
perspective or whatever.
Yep, it could be identical situations, but because of the individual, it's not going to be the same outcome. What happens at the end is nowhere going to, it's not going to be the same. Because you got man's feelings, you got man's experiences, what's happened in his past, what he's expecting in his future, all these different factors that go into our youth's heads and their lives and what they see and how they perceive things. Brother, you can't expect anything to be like, oh yeah, it's going to be like that. Yeah, this is going to be the outcome. If I put 10 people through this process, they're all gonna do blah blah blah. No, they're not. 2 of them out of the 10 may be extremely similar, but they won't be the same.
No, they won't do things the same way still.
It really won't be the same.
I see that in my house, you know. Do you know what, like with the big one, there's certain things that obviously she's the older one, so she's seen us go through. You get me?
Yeah.
See that young lady's drive here. is so mad. You get me? It's I know that.
But you see that right there, sorry to cut you, that right there, my brother, is testament to the environment and what she's been taught and the things that she's absorbed.
No, do you know what? I'll be real because me and Abba will tell her, right, you want to do this? In our house, we are very much business minded and push yourself and see what you can achieve, and you get me? And I think with them, you know, they see all the other stuff.
Yeah,
they see
of
that
course they do.
they see certain things, but
Children see
I'm
everything.
happy that in man's household, yeah, generally it's a
Careful.
yeah, no, I'm about to cuss in
Careful.
there. Easy, it's my last one. But yeah, in man's household is it's very much try to remain positive about accomplishing things, you get me? And yeah, we've always tried to instill business into their head.
But that right there, my brother.
So yeah, that's why I would say that I agree with you. Testament to man's to the environment
and the upbringing. But that right there, my brother, right now, in the state of humanity and how we are as people, that what you're teaching her, that she's taken, and you can physically see yourself, she's using and conducting herself out on street with, is, bro, not to be funny, that right there is what the youths of today are lacking. A lot of them are lacking that same thing, because what you're teaching your daughter and the environment she's being brought up in, as you said, you're very business minded. What goes on in your house is stuff like that. That right, that's 21st century thinking, bruv. That's how all youths. I'm not gonna.
Should be thinking
exactly. That's how they should be taught as well, because we all know through the pandemic, everybody learned how to make sure they had a little bit of money. And if you didn't, you learn how to make some money by yourself and for yourself, off your own back. If you didn't, if you weren't making money, you all of a sudden you found, oh, right, I'm actually good at this certain thing. And you then developed it.
And you panned it up.
Exactly. But these are the things that we as parents are supposed to be teaching our children to take out onto the road. And a lot of us are lacking in that one thing. As we said a couple of weeks ago, bro, as we said a couple of weeks ago, we're their first teachers. Yeah, we're supposed to be teaching them about life. School is different. That's what teachers are for. Parents ain't for that. We're supposed to be teaching them about life and how to conduct themselves, to pull it back to how they conduct themselves out on the street. But my brother, what you're doing is, as I would say, we mentioned a couple of weeks ago as well, that right there, bro, is how you make great people.
Yeah.
That right there, that push, that push that you're giving, that push that you're teaching, that push that you're instilling is how you make great people. But that's how we change the world. That's how we change the future.
I want to agree with you, but it's hard to, because
of course it is.
Do you want me to tell you why?
Why, my brother?
No, I agree with what you're saying. That is how you do it, innit?
Yeah, obviously.
But I swear, like, in man's head, it just always boils down to, the parenting, but that you, like, that child, like, how are you receiving what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
Is it going to go in one ear and out the other? Do you see the importance of it as a youth? Because obviously I've been what you're going through, and I understand, but you might not understand as a child. It's like you can give your youth everything, blood. Like, you know, like,
of course,
like you could give, if you was that's why bare people's rich kids are just mash up, bro. You can have everything, and even like the rich ones who are calm and that, you can have everything here, fam, and give it to your youth.
Yeah.
See, once that's left your possession,
that's it.
That's on that person now to do what they're doing.
My grandmother would say, do you know, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Straight. You know what I mean?
Unless the horse is thirsty, brother, and they need to want to drink the water.
Yeah,
they'll be around it all day long.
Yeah,
it's just exactly the same thing you're saying. The information you impart on your child is everything you got. Yeah, it's the lake. That's the ocean.
Have a drink.
But is the youth gonna drink? Are they gonna teach themselves to swim?
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Like, are they gonna float? Like, we all want our children to float. We all want them to succeed. We all want them to be the best versions of themselves. That's what we say. Yeah. But as we've stated, it's the individual. If the youth is not that way inclined.
But then, do you know what? There's a lot of that. Like, we've been saying a lot of that, yeah, and I've been saying a lot of that. But do you know what? Yeah, it's taken for me to get past being a youth to find myself and find.
Yeah.
You get me? Some of these youths, yeah, are gonna go through the maddest trials, blood, but they're going to be some of the most prolific people in the world. You get me? Yeah. When I look at like all these big names in the world and that,
Yeah.
there are these names have either been pen or you've had to do a madness half your life. Bro.
Yeah.
That's what breeds like. That's what breeds like I'm not going to lose on this planet. You get me? Yeah. Some people, it works for their benefit in the long run, and some people, boy, you know, yeah,
it's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery
slope. The road is long. You know what I mean? But how they navigate that road and what they do, like I'm saying, like especially when they're not in your presence as well. Like, bro, once you've said it plenty times. Children are not yours.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. They're other human beings, bro.
Yeah,
that you're just in charge of.
That's it. You're just for a short time.
For a short time, you're in charge of them.
Time. You're only here to guide them.
And my man licks 18. Like, raw. I remember when nephew hit 18, cause is that when my man done the drink thing with my man with F?
Oh yeah.
Big juice. My man showed me the big red juice.
Yep.
Cocktail, rum, everything in there, everything.
Yep.
I said, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
I said, yeah, all right, cool. You're big now. Yeah. Because obviously he's still very respectful of you lot and that, and he'll still do what's told and that. But obviously, you're 18 now, innit?
That's right.
He's older now. This was at that time, innit? But yeah, you're 18. I see
of age now.
Yeah, I see now where you're exercising your. You know,
you're not your like, rap, but exercising me.
Yeah, exercising your little thing. You get me?
Let me push this and see what I'll go on. This is life now, okay?
Yeah, bro.
I'm involved.
Cause mad. Can I be real? Like, man's mum's only been like calm with me and my life in per se like the last 10 years and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before that, she was like worried. You get me? She's worried.
My brother, I can honestly say. Little bit older as well, so it was pretty much I say about around about, this is gonna sound mad, 15 years.
Yeah.
For a little bit. My mum was worried as well, but everyone I suppose everyone's family is kind of worried about them to a certain extent.
Yeah, is he gonna be alright? Is she gonna be alright? They're gonna land on their feet.
Yeah. And now we're in that position thinking the same thing, like, oh my gosh, what are you gonna be like when you're not here and blah blah blah.
But do you know what? Do you know what? And I'm sure with your boys, you have an idea in it. So it's not even that deep. With mine, I fully have an idea.
Yeah.
You get me? And I'm sure with you out there, you probably have an idea of, right, you might fib to get out of trouble or or you might not. You get me? You might just take it on chin like, I done this, that. But it's for you lot as dads to gauge your youths, blood, and
engage with them. Definitely engage with them
and just try and see like who they are, how they react to things. Like sometimes it's about taking that step back from being a dad. Like, you know, them times they were like, you might do something nuts, and you're there, and you automatically go into dad mode. You know, sometimes it's like, rah. What are you going, like in your head, what are you going to do next, innit? Like, I want to see. Like, how do you see the situation?
What are you really
Yeah. You get me?
Yeah.
I think that's a big importance. But yeah, man, like, you can't guide, like, it's mad, because got bare mad people guiding mad people. Like, whether it's politics, whether it's sport, whether it's, you got bare people of a mad constitution, blood, just dictating what's the status quo in society. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
it's
people that do not do not care for their children the right way are dictating what goes on and what our children are seeing in these things.
Yep. That's what you see now. That again. That's where we come in as parents, bro. That's where we come in as parents.
I fully hear that, but you know what? Like you said, I'm not with all my picnics all the time. Like,
yeah, that's right.
I don't, as much as I could gauge what they're doing. I can monitor what they're doing when I'm around. Yeah. But when I'm not, and they're getting taught whatever, or they're getting, you get me, like
they're getting influenced by this, that, and the other.
Yeah, or just getting new information that really they might either be too young or like they shouldn't have this information. Yeah. You don't feel comfortable as a parent as you having these informations, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's just bare these people telling your children, or just, you get me? Like, bro, I can't remember what I was watching. There's something on Netflix, yeah? I don't know if you know about Key and Peele, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's called, I think it's The Hell Maiden or something on Netflix. It's like a kid, it's kind of dope, innit? You get me? It's like a kids like motion. You know when they start stop motion?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Stop motion.
It's dope. It's dope. It's a black thing as well, innit? It's a black cast and that. It's dope. But when I listen end credits, bro, the tune that was played at the end of the credits, bro.
Yeah.
The words is like, twist the virgin round your dirty little finger.
Okay.
The love is gone, but the memory lingers. And there was other stuff. I was thinking, Zoom ain't watched it, innit?
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking, if I just left her to just, and I put this on, like, just watch a movie, I got 1 or 2 things to do, she would have, do you understand? These are the things that are just getting in programs and things that have no business being sexualized, or, you get me?
Yep.
But man's youths.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it,
privy to it now.
You get me?
Man, it's hard. It's hard, and you see now.
Sorry to cut you. One more, like all like Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Them man there. Come on, how do you, brother? How do you monetize it? Our mums thought that Rascal. Excuse my language. Our mums thought that like Ariel, the Little Mermaid, and all the Rescuers and all these things was car movies. But there's naked women in the windows of Rescuers. The priest has got a huge stiffy in the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So
it's nuts.
You get me? But just now it's just beta. No one cares. They don't care.
Yeah, they're not trying to hide it.
You get me?
And if they're trying to hide it, it's very subtle. It's extremely subtle. It's not like it used to be, like, oh yeah, subliminal.
Nah, man, that's there, blood. It's there now.
It's too, and do you know what the funny thing is about it, bro? It's too hard to pick through. This is right. So I was gonna say that's where the parents come in. Yeah, you have to try and filter what comes in and out of your house. And
but if you don't know what symbols and all these things are getting put in front of you, how do you even?
If you don't know what to look for,
you get me. How do you protect?
You got no idea. You got no idea at all. You don't know. So my brothers, this is one thing I will say to you. Yeah, what you need to do, is fill your head with as much information as you can. Yeah, so you know when your child is watching something, like, boom, do you know what? Let me explain this to you. Or no, we can't watch this. No, we ain't watching that.
I hear that.
Just cut that dead. Straight up, like.
or even like you said, if it's at a decent age, explain it to the youth.
Right? Yeah, definitely.
You get me? I would agree with that. If the youth's at a decent age, explain it, because, like what you said, that knowledge thing, innit? Like now the youth understands like what's going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Explanation first. That's why I said it first.
Yeah.
But after that, bro, no. If we ain't,
if it's that deep, then turn it off, man.
That's off.
I don't want that in your head. Yeah. But it's like, so the youth. Excuse me, the youth have always been like targeted and for these things, you get me? And it's just like, bro, how do we blame young minds who don't know what they are, where they are, or what they're doing? You get me? All they do is like a plant, innit? Like a baby plant. Yeah? That plant will grow lean if it ain't got the thing to wrap it, the piece of bamboo, the splint.
True.
Yeah?
Yep.
But if that in the plant's head, I'm just growing. Yep. It doesn't mean if I'm leaning to the left. I don't know that I'm leaning to the left. I'm growing, innit?
That's right. This is the way the wind is pushing me, so I'm growing this way. Yeah, of course.
It's for us to say, pick up that soil, put that splint in there, wrap my man around and say, this this is your foundation. However you go after this point, after this splint, that's on you. You get me? But at least your base is strong. You get me? Straight, strong, firm. However man want to put it. You get me? At least the base is there.
That's what it is though here, bro. That's what the FF's for, bro. Foundation first, boy.
Foundation first, bro.
Foundation first.
It all starts there.
That's it. And it all, do you know what? It all leads to how they conduct themselves outside the house and when they're not around you, not in your presence.
Yeah, but no, I don't.
No, bro, come on.
But I get calls from man's school, bro. Yeah?
Yeah.
Talking about, oh, yeah, da-da-da's a good youth. I just worry that if he's around da-da-da-da-da-da, that it may... So, that what me and his mum say, he knows what's going on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? So, he's a youth. I don't trust no children, bro. Yep. You're going to do what you're going to do. When you're away for... Listen, I weren't that youth. When I weren't around my mum, I was doing what I was doing, innit?
Yeah,
I wasn't a youth. It was quiet, and I was quiet, but I weren't that... Oh, I got to be home by 6 because... Brother, it weren't that for me. And my mum was serious. It weren't that.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't that. My mum tried so... Even that, like, man, stepdad and that. Tried so, like, to... You get me?
Yeah.
But I was doing my thing, fam.
And grow, man.
Yeah, I was doing my thing. But now, the foundation's strong. So when I know how to deal with certain things, or how I wouldn't want certain things dealt with, and I can pattern it my own way, you get me?
See, but that right there is a good example for me to lead into. I tell you why, my brother. Because, so your foundation was there. You did what you felt you was doing at whenever time you was doing it, and come full circle now, you've got the opportunity to, as you said, teach what you do not want followed.
I think a lot of these youths will be the same, you know.
Yeah, of course, bro. Like, not to be funny, but we have to think about it like this. Yeah, we as youths, I know what I was like as a youth. I'm not gonna tell you, brothers, that I was a good youth. I was not a good youth. Yeah, there's certain things that I did that I'm not proud of. Yeah, but at the same time, I have the opportunity to teach my sons about those same things. Yeah. And guide them away from it. I can even I'm in the position to show them, Raj, you know what, you don't have to do certain things.
Yeah, you don't have to do
You don't have to sell certain things. You don't have to be in certain places. And if you are, the consequences are blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And as you know, bro, they're Godfather. That's a next perfect example. If you do certain things,
big up the turf. You get me?
Things will happen.
Yeah, big up. But even my man. So let's have it right now. Yeah, that's your bedroom. Yeah.
Yep.
My man went 100. He went a good you and all of that.
Nah, bro.
But now, my man's got his job. I say he's got a you or something like that.
No children yet, bro. No.
But he's holding down his job. He's doing. He had to learn, he had to go through some things.
Exactly.
But it's mad, like the start don't define the destination.
That's right.
Like them youths.
That is very true.
Them youths who carry themselves, and it's not all the, obviously, you know how it goes with a lot of these youths, but them youths who carry themselves a certain way might be trying to follow fashion, might be trying to fit in now until they learn. Like, raw, this ain't for me. And I've got to get onto what I'm on.
Yep. I've seen it. I've been extremely privy to it, especially them, as you said, them follow fashion youths. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I've seen them. I know one of them personally, and he was one of them youths. Oh yeah, do you know everyone else is doing that? Cool, so I'll do that. I don't really like, not that he liked it, but oh yeah, I'm doing that as well now. Everyone change up. So, oh yeah, oh shit, I got to do that as well.
Yeah,
something else. Oh, what? I got to do that as well now. Until my man ended up in jail. Yeah. Tuesday's following other people.
You weren't on your own thing.
And then when time come now, I see him a few years ago. He's talking about, oh yeah, well, do you know what? It was just because of blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. You know, still carrying on with the same kind of thing. I'm just following other people because this is what other people say. And then I saw him last year, bro.
Fuck down.
And right, exactly. You're a big man now. Big man now. So you know consequences and you know they followed you and blah, blah, blah. And when I see him out on the road, bro, man, not even stress, brother. Man didn't even. You know when you
he
clock somebody, like,
he just kept it moving.
brother,
straight.
he kept moving like I was invisible. I know he see me.
Yeah.
There's no way you couldn't have seen me.
Yeah, we're all here.
Right. He's got a face that ain't changed since school. I've got a face that ain't changed since school.
Yeah.
And I was just like, right, is it really like that? Like, and at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, but do you know what? I was in a very similar position as you, and it hasn't turned out like that for me.
But I say with you, no, there's no like, oh yeah, saved you, but having
my children, bro, yeah, definitely. That was definitely a wake up call for me.
When I say took you out the game, I mean like not out the game, but took you, like, you was there, innit? You was with your family, innit?
Yeah.
So
it was, for me, it was a choice. Do you know what? I'm either gonna carry on doing what I'm doing with my brethren, or I'm gonna
pattern up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I chose what I needed to do. My family came first, and thanks to that, now look at me. I'm in a position where I'm able to talk to other brothers and converse with man. Me and you can sit down, so me and you can sit down and have a conversation and talk about things and learn from each other, as I've stated on a number of occasions. And not only that, man can share different experiences.
Yeah,
bro.
100%. It's mad. Like, if you like, brothers, if you got a good BM, like a baby mothers and that, or like the mother of a child and that, and you try and install good things in your children, that's half the battle. Just keep doing that.
It definitely is, man. It definitely is. I have to say that 100%.
Like bro said, like, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, but the foundation, that's the main thing. Like, that is the main thing. That's the most important thing in my head, anyway.
Yeah,
because man, we all have to come away from home to learn. You get me? And when I say home, I mean like metaphorically. Like, we all have to come away from our parents. We'll have to come away from our comfort zones.
Yep.
We have to come away from all these things. But like, being a youth, especially like in this day and age where everything is just in your face, like everything's in your face all the time. Yep. Like, there's no break. If you as a youth have a phone, you see a whole world every day while you're in your room or while you're with your brethren.
Yes.
If you as a youth do not have a phone, you feel like you are missing out on the entire world.
Yes.
You get me? How they done the thing and how certain things are patterned, it's mad. It's so mad.
It's unfortunate, my brother. It really is. And how they see the world and then interpret it themselves.
Yeah.
And how they are outside. It's, my brother, it's one of those things that certain stories are really sad. And certain stories you kind of be like, oh, what? Yeah. Man, turn it around. That's good.
Positive.
That's definitely okay. But we also have to look at the youths that don't get the opportunities that our children have.
Yeah, straight. Just left out there, bro. No one don't care.
Yeah. And they end up in very terrible situations. Some of them end up
as like the most magnificent people on the planet.
Yep, that was what I was just about to say. Yeah. Because they do. You know, there's a different strength. Right. There's unfortunate stories and there's glorious stories. Can't forget either one of them. But my brothers, how you teaching your children to be people?
It's important.
That is definitely important.
It's important still.
It's not something that should be taken lightly. It's not something that should be taken half-heartedly. It's, you got a responsibility to instill information. That's it. That is it. As I keep saying, as much information as you can, obviously, given age.
Yeah.
And different children are susceptible to different things. You know, you learn how to learn with your child. And once you've done that, it's not that it's easy. It's like a reflex.
A big weight comes off. Like, once they get to a certain age.
Yeah. It's like a reflex.
I haven't experienced. No, I'm kind of experiencing that now because my girl's getting to that age. You get me? And it's calmer. You get me?
Yeah.
it's calmer. You don't feel like you have to be on their backs all the time.
Yes,
you know.
it's different, as I keep saying.
Yeah.
Like from the minute you have a child, your problems don't get worse. They well, depending on what happens with your child and what they do, obviously. But having children, the experience it molds and it changes as they get older.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's certain information you can give a child depending on them. You can give it to them when they're little.
Yeah.
Or you have to wait until they're a little bit older. Like, it's weird.
You have to gauge it as a parent.
Yeah, you have to gauge it.
It's mad. There's bare different types of parents. There's been rubbish parents on this planet that have produced some great people.
Yep.
Like, it is a roll of the dice.
Yeah, man. And there's great parents that have had some rubbish children.
You've had a hard time, innit? Like, you've actually had it. You've given your children all the time. And it's just, but you don't write off your youths. You don't write off these youths. Man.
You really can't.
You get me? And, I feel like society writes off a lot of, black youths and youths that are a certain way. And it's like,
a lot of us get written off by society purely because of how we conduct ourselves. All right, do you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, my brother. Yeah. That really upset me. And my brothers out there as well. I'm gonna inform you. Now, you've probably seen the adverts for JD Sports and the posters up on the street and whatnot. It's leading up to Christmas. So, there's a lot of stuff going around and on the TV and definitely on social media. Now, me personally, I don't like the fact that they've got black children representing themselves in adverts for clothing where they've got hoodies and masks in one jumper. To me, that is setting a precedent. You're telling the youths, yeah, you can wear this. But if they wear those things out on the street, they're looked at funny.
Yeah, but that's not the youths' fault.
No, it's not. This is
like,
no. That's not my point. If
any of you that have had youths that have done modelling and that, because what happens is your youth will be with an agency.
Yeah.
The agency will get a contract or will get a job with someone.
Yep.
They'll put them through. Nah, the mad thing is, I wouldn't stop my youth doing a JD Sports advert.
Neither would I.
Because the doors that can open for man's youth, if they feel him, will be you get me?
It's a big thing.
The problem now is, in my personal opinion, because everything has market research in it. Everything. Every sector on the planet has. So how do these people react to this? What do they need? How can we give it to them in a way that will maximize sales or profit or and black culture gets exploited the most.
Yes, we do. That was my whole point, bro, because you got the youths representing themselves in stuff that other people look at them and they look at it's not.
But then also it's like fashion, like, what do you say? Because
what is it right? So you're saying fashion, yeah?
The reason why I say fashion is because they got masks and that for ballers. They got masks and that for. They got hijabs and Nike hijabs. They got all these things. Definitely. You get me, fam? Yeah. Like,
some people would even say, "Do you know what, D? It's just a hoodie and it's got a mask."
Do you know what?
In it.
I'm gonna ask you. Do you know what I thought about? Sorry to cut you.
No, go ahead.
I was in my room like 2 nights ago, and I thought about this. 2 men have one gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
They both have a gun. Yeah.
Okay.
One man uses that gun to protect his family. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other man uses that gun to go out there and shoot people, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the thing in this whole equation that is the problem?
The gun.
No, it's not the gun.
No, it's the decision.
It's not the gun.
What?
No, do you know what? I'm not a guns man. Like,
Anyway, I understand. No, I get what you're saying, though. Yeah.
But see
it's the intent, bro.
If I was living in like
anyway, back to how the youths them carrying themselves out on the street, which ties into all the clothes as well, bruv. Everything. As I said, the adverts are now pushing them as, oh no, you can wear this, but you can't really wear that, bruv.
And the donnies that these young people look up to, what are they wearing? You get me?
The same things that you can buy, but you can't really wear.
Yeah.
It's a joke, bruv. Of course you can wear it, bruv. Oh, you can wear it with.
But you gotta move a certain way. You can't just wear the clothes. That comes with it, innit? There's something that comes with the clothes, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's with everything. If you dress like tight jeans and all these other things, people think you're a flyboy. Or if you dress like with your shirt buttoned up to the top, you're a neat. Like if you're like all these things, like people just get shook, when they see hoodies and all these other things, bro.
Of course.
And
they do.
Parents, do you know what? I can't even fault you lot. I can't even fault us lot, because we see the news, like not even about the news. We're in the ends. We see what goes on. We see what the kids wear. We see and yeah, there's a stigma attached, a big stigma attached to it. You get me? But it's like, clothes is clothes. Man, I judge you. You see me? If like how I'm dressed now.
Yeah.
Like this is my gym tracksuit and all red tear. For those of you who can't see what I'm wearing.
Yep. I just came from work as well, so.
You see when I'm in my when I'm in one of my nice jeans and a nice little cardigan, bro.
It's different.
Are you mad? The way people relate to me.
Yeah. They look at you differently.
Yeah, bro. The way people relate to me. I'm sorry to say, it's not about race. Yeah, because you get me, we're all one under the sun and that.
Yeah.
But the way white people relate, even brothers, even the man them, cuz relate to man. You get me? Man's not really screwing, man. Like, what is he on? Like, when I'm dressed in my hoodies and that, it's like, man might look at man and try and gauge, like, you know what I'm saying to you? So, it is our madness, but as parents, we get on edge. We do the mad thing, and our minds race and do 1,000 miles an hour, But really and truly, sometimes we have to slow down.
My brother, do you know what? You're not wrong there, you know?
Sometimes we have to slow down. It's not that deep. Time.
Yeah.
You get me? But as a parent, are you gonna want you to send you out in only tracksuits?
Nah, bro, you don't want to do that. You
get me? Certain man, you get me, and I ain't knocking that. I ain't knocking you, man. But I know how these men are on these little black boys right now. I know how these police and I know the government and all these things, they're on the guys.
You're not knocking, man. I will tell you straight, my brothers. Listen, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Because
what, you don't think you should wear tracksuits?
No, it's not that I don't think they should wear tracksuits. I don't think you should wear tracksuits all the time, bro. Not all the time. See, it's funny. It's funny because I'm in tracksuits a lot of the time, bro. A lot of the time. But as you said, there's certain times where you dress up and you dress down. Like, it's just what it is. But the one thing in that is we're a lot older.
Yeah, Michael, man, he's on jeans. He's on ripped jeans and all of this. But obviously, a lot of the youths, they're on that swag these days. You get me? They're on the grown swag. Yeah. You get me? Instagram. Do you understand?
Right.
Because they see that Donny. He was 30 plus, getting all the bad bees and comments and let me show one of the cool
right. But you don't get, bro. Man's been through life already.
Yeah. To understand what comes with it.
Man's been through life already, so you know.
But do you know what? This is what I will say, fam. And I'm gonna be 100% real. Man's mum's always said to me, don't put limits on yourself. Let other people do that for you, innit? Which means don't stunt yourself. Yeah. And we live in a world where like I might be comfortable with my tracksuit today.
Yep, that's it.
People are gonna look at me left.
Exactly.
I may get stopped. You have to act accordingly. You can't carry yourself a certain way.
Right, because you might be wearing a tracksuit and people think a certain thing of you, and police might stop you. The second you open your mouth now, you're treating them a different kind of way. They're like, oh, exactly.
They don't fit the description, Mike.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I don't think this is the one we wanted.
We can't do this right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Even you said a big boy point. A lot of the man them, this we need to teach our young men how to deal with the police, and not in a way that's gonna get them in more trouble.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
that's right.
It's not a case of this is the thing. It's not a case about bowing down or doing none of that.
No.
But you have to understand, yeah. You see me, like your freedom is the most precious thing on earth.
Yeah.
You get me? Yeah, your freedom, your time.
It is.
Yeah, is the most precious thing on earth. Once I get taken away, it's a wrap. Yeah. In my head, we need to teach our youths to not deal with the police from a standpoint of
this, that, and
that's long. No. Teach your youths how to talk to them.
That's right.
Not to make the police feel small, but to make them really question that, rah, this youth is intelligent.
Yeah. It's not about being condescending or nothing. That right.
You get me? It's not all trying to stunt for the guys, and I think within our community, it is a thing of, you get me, like,
it's hard.
Forget the feds. Like, man don't really rate them. They're idiots. Like, man, they can't But the reality of it is this. Yeah. Our youths are getting taken into police custody. Yeah. And things are going on in those cells.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your youth might get punched up in the back of the van. Like, there's things that's been going on. Real ones know what goes on. Yeah. We need to teach our youths to deal with them in a way, because all this body cam. When I was coming, there weren't no body cam.
Nah, bro.
Now you got body cam. I'm gonna deal with you properly and make everyone see how you deal with me.
That's right.
Yeah. If a man's got told you, well, get your brethren to film it if the police stop you. Like,
right.
There's so much ways that could kill the tension. Not even kill it. They will never kill the tension. But there's so much ways that could make your child leave the situation.
Yeah.
In a better position than they could be. Whether they're wearing a shirt and tie or tracksuit with a big mask on.
Yep. And we all know it doesn't matter what you're wearing.
Yeah, it's how you deal with the situation.
That's it.
Like, no, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. It does.
Oh, yeah,
in this world, it does.
Yeah,
You're like, that's the bottom line of it. Yeah. If I go to central London now, just how I am, which is round the corner from your house, bro, people will be looking at me like, especially the foreigners.
Yeah, if we was to go
man's
out now,
going to rob. Yeah, you know what I'm saying to you?
If we was to go out now, people would instantly think, I'm crossing the road.
But if we flang on a 2 jeans and a nice cardi and a nice jacket,
different.
oh yeah, oh they look so nice. Oh, they're so. You know what I'm saying to you?
Do you know it's weird? It's weird because I don't know what it's like in America, but I know what it's like here in London. Yeah? Bro, if we was to, like you said, if we was to go out right now, people would be crossing the road. We fling on a pair of jeans, and a 1-2 nice a shirt or cardigan, boy. People instantly, where you going? Where's the party?
Yeah, man, want to talk to you.
People want to know where we're going.
Yeah, man, want to talk to you. You seem approachable.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Which is it's a double-edged sword, man.
It does matter. Like, it's human nature, innit? We judge what we see.
Yes,
you know what I mean. It's human nature, and I think it's an important part of human nature. But the part of it that I feel it gets left out or lost, is the humanity part, blood. Why do you dress like that? Help me understand.
Yeah.
Like, help me understand so that I can. People fear what they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? People fear what they don't understand. Once you understand it, maybe that fear might turn into knowledge, and you still might be aware and be wary and stay away, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? You have a broader understanding of what's going on.
As you should do.
Do you know what I mean?
Should do. And you know, it's funny you should say that, my brother, about appearances and whatnot, because that right there and how people perceive you and how they see you comes right back to the topic at hand, bro. How you conduct yourself outside.
Because but I think it's not level playing field.
Of course it's not a level playing field, bro.
Because it's not a level playing field. I'll tell you why. Like, how much like people of other races have you seen walk down the road and look kind of bummy, and it's calm?
My brother.
The minute you walk down the road and your dreads is not done and they're out and everything's bro, do you know how much times? Man's felt like people look at me like I'm a madman. Like, bro, I've been walking up and down the road and brother, I just come out to get some milk. Let's come out to get some milk.
Yeah. My brother, let me what?
Do you know what I mean? But I can't. But them man there can feel relaxed to be a certain way. Yeah. There's so much pressure on the black youths. Yeah, there's so much pressure on man's culture and even all youths in general. But yeah, there's a lot of pressure on the black youths because I don't know what it's like now, innit? Like, I be real, the world has changed, innit? And I don't. I still see the black and white thing.
So do I.
But it's mad. It's different now, isn't it? Yeah. And I think to myself, bro, how much of these youths feel like you're not worth anything if you don't wear certain things, blood?
I can imagine it's a lot of them, bro.
Do you understand?
I think
you don't feel like you're like in certain households in different cultures and that you're worth something, innit?
Yeah.
Like, why are you worrying about that?
Yeah. It's a lot of black and white, but there's a lot more grey.
You see what I'm saying? In man's culture, we genuinely feel sometimes that we have to make an extra effort to just be seen and to be seen differently. You get me?
Yeah. Yeah. As it's always been said, bro, to be equal, you got to be more. What? Hold on. How does that even make sense, bro? To be equal, I've got to be more.
Yeah, for us.
Then I'm not equal.
And that's the battle. Like, I believe we've built our own, our own swag, our own thing. And at times, it has been used against us. Because bare people use hoodies and tracksuits and all these things to do robberies or do this, that, and the other.
That's it.
But unfortunately, the ones that I looked at a certain way for wearing certain attires
is us.
You get me? You get me? I swear, like one of my brethrens is you wanted something. Can't remember what it was. It was an item of clothing, yeah.
Yeah.
And the youth's mum was like, no, don't. I think it was a hat. No, it was a jacket, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I get it. But the whole thing that surrounded this jacket, yeah, blood. I was like, bro, it's a jacket.
Yeah, you're thinking about it as just a jacket.
It's a jacket. I'm out here in it.
Yeah.
It's a jacket. like, and that jacket ain't even what you think it is. Do you understand?
Okay.
Like it's not even what you think it is.
Yeah.
It looks the part, but it's not. It's not like that.
Yeah.
You get me? So we as parents get fed all this other stuff. So we look at our youths all left now. We're looking, we're looking at our own youths left because but you're my child, fam.
Yeah.
I know you to an extent. Why am I looking at you left? Why do I think you're automatically gonna be this?
Yeah.
What? Am I not still your parent? You're gonna come home and take that whatever off, jacket, trainers off, and we're gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, you're still gonna be the same you that you was before you put the clothes on. When you
might feel better having this one bracket. I might make you feel a certain, as a youth, like feeling a certain way or whatever it is, whether it's jewels, whether it's a watch or whether it's phone or I don't know. That you might feel special at that time. That you might need to feel special, blood, in his surroundings. We're not in their surroundings. Some youths, like nephews, if man got man the full tech wear in his circle, that's fine.
Yeah, it is.
But do you know why everyone else would be cool? Because we ain't seen no one do no robberies and no tech.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Looking at our own children.
We're looking at our own youths that we raise, that we feed. Yeah? A certain way. I've done it. I've seen my man in certain tracksuits and I'm thinking, blood, what go on?
Yeah, bro, I've done it.
But do you know what? Yeah? In that same breath, I remember something big happened on my block with some next youths.
Yeah.
Feds came to the block. Odds, you must know him.
Yeah.
On my block and that.
Yeah.
I've come back on the block. He's like, raw fam, like feds. Da. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I saw your man, like your boy. He was over there, like, but he was over there. He's separated, like he took away, blood. You see when he said that, yeah? I was like, raw. Do you know what? You're not gonna make the good decision every time, but you know
this time.
No, it's not even about this time, but I know you've shown me that you understand, bro.
Yeah.
I shouldn't look at you left. There's gonna be things that you mess up on, yeah, definitely, and there's gonna be things that come to you out of his control.
Yeah,
that whatever, like out of his control. Yeah, like no matter what he does. Yeah,
there's certain things you'll be involved in. Yeah, definitely.
But I can't look at my youth how the rest of the world looks at my youth.
because it's your
just
youth.
because man's.
Yeah,
That's wrong.
yeah. It definitely, yeah, bro. I'm with you, right behind you on that one, 100%, my brother.
What I'm supposed to do is say, why do you want this?
Yeah,
Yeah. Why do you think this is gonna make you a better person? I don't think this is gonna make you a better person. Yeah. And if they're good and it's no then you buy it for them and you explain to them. If you feel a way about the jewels, then you don't wear it. Here.
yeah.
You don't do certain things with it. If you take it upon yourself to do these things, yeah, because you know what it is. Better you get it from home than you get it from the road.
My brother.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yep.
Better you get it from home than you get it on the road, fam. Yeah, and my brethren Lee, big up Lee. Do you know what he said to me? He said, because he's got a steppy in that, yeah. Like he's a big boy still. He's on job as well. This youth's on. He's good. No. This youth's a smoky youth, lad.
Okay.
But
maybe not.
He said to me, the problem now becomes when you have a 15, 16, 14-year-old child, all their brethren are getting how much money, pocket money, because their mum or their parents is this, that, and the other. Yeah. And your youth's brethren is going JD Sports every 2 months. Your youth's brethren is being able to go McDonald's after school every time and link up with the man them. Your youth's brethren can go shop at lunch or before school and get the pack. Good for the day.
Yeah, my brother, yeah.
This is what your youth's seeing, cuz.
My youth was back with you, bro.
Man's got to do something because your youth's have no, do you know what? Some man just be like, oh, that's life.
Yeah, some of them are. Yeah.
I don't know a lot of
very
those.
few and far between, bro.
I'll be real. I don't know a lot of men who just take it on the chin.
They're
at
very
16.
few and far between, my brother.
And if they do, big props. You get me? Big props. But yeah, bro.
They all want to be involved.
Yeah, man.
They got this. As we done said, bro.
When Lee showed, man, that I was like, raw. Because I was having a big debate with my man. I was like, but it's true. Because you know what? I remember being in year 8, Hatchamwood, Telegraph Hill. Yeah. Where man's mum worked. I remember lunchtime, though. That was the first school where I cut. See lunch? I'm at the yard shop, blood. And if I couldn't get the peas, better believe, I'm finding the peas.
Yeah, bro. That was me too, my brother.
I'm finding the peas to get my cocoa, so I can link up with the man them and cocoa bread and bro.
Yeah, I'm eating too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was my guys at the Chinese shop, rude boy.
Come on, bro.
Everyone's there lunchtime. Forget going to the dinner hall. If you ain't got money to go to the Chinese and grab your lunch, forget it. You're nobody.
Yeah, it's bad.
You're nobody.
That's how man felt. And as parents, I'm sure your mum's probably like, if she knew, she'd be like, what,
why are you getting Chinese? Like,
you get me?
What do you need that for? Yeah, definitely, 100%, bro.
But in your ecosystem at that time, man ain't no one if man ain't got that Chinese. Bro.
You see now with my guys, it was a case of right. So if you ain't buying Chinese here, you better be playing pound up.
Yeah, get your money up.
You better be playing pound up to get your Chinese, bro.
You better wrap your £5 note in a fiver, for the £5 notes.
Yep. And if you ain't, if you're not eating Chinese, you better have a good excuse. Like, oh yeah, do you know what? Yeah, right. So yeah, bro. Yeah, no.
That was you to say. What you gonna pull out the bag?
What was I gonna?
Yeah, what was your excuse? You gonna pull out the bag?
Listen. Man don't need the food right now. Do you know what? Yeah. Man's supposed to get some change off of one next shoot. Man's supposed to get some change off of him.
I've got money coming, you get
that's
me?
it, bruv. I'm waiting for my man to win at pound up.
He owes me some money. I'll meet you at the Chinese.
I'm waiting for my man to win, bro. Yeah, bro. So it's as we...
That ecosystem thing. And
different.
The ecosystem travels with that youth through generations.
Yes, it does.
So
it does.
When that youth comes from 16 and it turns to 21 and the new thing now is when it's 16 and it turns to 19 and the new thing now is having cars or having a pedal bike.
Yep.
Yeah.
You better be whipping.
Then there's gonna, you get me? Then when they reach older and then all of their brethren are getting houses or, you get me? There's always something you got to keep up with.
There is.
Do you know what I mean? And it's mad, as parents, I feel like we always try to give our kids the best start or the best things in life, from from a parental perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, and that is the dopest.
Yeah.
Sometimes childish things are childish. They don't need it in it, yeah. But we have to remember, because I was one of those youths who had a hard time at school for 1 or 2 years. You get me? Yeah, like I didn't have the latest this, that, and the other. I didn't have the next. I didn't have that, bro.
Right.
Yeah,
Me neither.
yeah. Year 8, struggling. You get me?
Bro.
Rebelled. Did a madness. Mum sent me to Yard to live with my grandparents, bro.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel my worth. And it's not even, I didn't feel my worth. And my worth didn't come from material things. But, you know, how do you tell a politician, in the political realm, like, that he ain't got the things that he needs and he's still supposed to feel like he's going to make a difference?
Can't really
To me, like, you get me?
Yeah.
He still feels that he's gonna be. His peers are gonna look at him like, yeah, come, yeah, oh, you know what I'm saying? We'll support you. We'll We'll, like, without the things that are required in that social circle or in an economical circle, you can't get. It's difficult to get up.
It really is.
It's difficult to
It
get up.
really is.
It's peak for the youths right now. I'm happy I'm not a youth in this day.
Brother, you're not the only one, you know.
I'm happy, blood.
I've often thought to myself, oh yeah, do you know what? If I was a youth, but then I'm thinking like myself. Like, if I knew what I knew now back then, but you can't. Yeah, of course it'd be different.
Yeah, but
it's the 21st century now, bro. Man grew up in the 20th century. Is a lot of shit changed. Like a lot of stuff. Excuse my language. A lot of stuff changed. So it's not the same.
Yeah,
it's a lot different.
Different. And this is what you said. This goes into our last podcast where you talk about the coping mechanisms. Like, everything has changed for these youths.
Bro.
Everything's just different now, to the point where, you know, us man in our age group and that, it's a blessing that our generation, what do you say? Not Gen Z. No, the millennials.
Yeah.
I had to, you get me, do the research, but the millennials, we are that generation that is in between.
Yeah. Bridge
you get
the
me?
gap.
We came from the past, but we're here. We was here when phones and that dropped in, and that internet.
We was here when the future began.
You see what I'm saying? So certain things, we have a different connection. We could have a different connection with our youths, than what our grandparents had with our mums. You get me? Or
definitely,
or whatever. You get me? So yeah, blood, man. It is mad to see, like, the fashion and the things that are pushed onto the children, especially in inner city places, blood.
Boy.
You get me? Because it's pushed onto them, blood. It's not like, you get me? It's pushed onto them. Young people want to be cool.
Yeah.
And what's cool right now?
Whatever they see, whatever's the most visual to them.
You get me?
Cool, brother.
Whoever's got the most views and that.
Yeah.
Whoever's popping and that. So I hear it, but it's just a mad sticky, like that. I think that age group, like, from being like
14 to 19.
No, I'd say 12. I say year 7. No, I'm lying. I say year 8 to 19.
Properly.
Yeah.
15,
14, 15 to 19 years old. It's a mad time. It's a mad time where there's things waiting for your youth, like, like, to clutch
and
your youth.
If you ain't ready for them, or if you ain't prepared
that don't even matter, bro.
If you ain't prepared them, nah, bro.
No, that don't matter, bro. That don't matter.
Yeah, they're still there.
It don't matter, bro.
Yeah.
There's some devils walking around on the face of this planet, because you can prepare your youth for everything, guys. And that devil will take your youth's life away, bro. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, we could, like, but on the flip side of that coin, I agree with what you're saying. Prepare them as best you can. You get me? But yeah, man, just
can only do that, my brother.
We have to have patience with them, innit? That's what it is. We have to have patience. We have to have patience in it. And as a black man, when I see certain black, because there's a lot of black youths who are doing brilliant things as well.
Yeah, of course there are.
But them, man, they don't get pushed in man's face.
Right.
Yeah. But it does sometimes when I see some of the young men carry themselves a certain way. I don't care what you're wearing. That's me though. Cause you know me though, innit? Yeah.
Yes, I
but
do.
How you carry yourself is the mad thing. Cause what you're doing, what these youths are doing, is they're affirming the stigma, yeah. Because you could be wearing a tracksuit and the whole Gucci bag.
Yep.
And you could help that old lady off the bus, or you could just you're right. You get me? What's going on?
It's
hi, you're right.
bro.
Morning. You know what I'm saying to you? But you see when man's rolling around, the tracksuit's there, and you're just F this, F that, it's peak. You know what I'm saying to you? It's people get scared. They get scared, innit?
They will go for what they can see, bro.
Yeah, fam. And even me, I judge sometimes. I'm like, oh,
bro,
brothers,
I do the same thing. Like, not to be funny. I see you certain times. Now, you know where I work?
Yeah.
Over near Shoreditch, bro.
Yeah.
So I see the maddest people. When I'm walking or riding I can't say walking, I don't walk no more. When I'm riding my bike, bro, I'm happy that I don't have to get on public transport or get on a train or nothing.
Yeah.
Because I see the maddest people. Yeah. Ask my missus certain time when I'm on the phone on the way home and I'm talking to her, bro, she's telling me, like, stop cussing. Like, I'm going to come off the phone because all I'm doing is cussing people because of what I see of them. I don't know them. But how they're carrying themselves and what they're doing out on the street, I'm like, no, I can't. No, I'm not involved in what it's not it.
It's mad. And do you know what the maddest thing is about is, I would say half of these youths, they carry themselves like that on the street. But
they're not like that.
They're not really like that. Yeah. Not even like you do it because you're around your brethrens.
Yeah. You do it because that's how you want certain people to see
you. Yeah. You get me? Yeah. And I get all of that. But
me too.
But yeah, man, looking at man, it makes it easy to just look at man. Like, cause my man's mum had a conversation with him, like, people see you a certain way, you know?
Yeah, brother, I've had the same conversation with mine too.
You get me? Like, in the sense of, so he's not very emotional, innit? So he doesn't really talk a lot. I don't know if you noticed, you come to the crib, he always be like,
come on.
He
I know what my nephew's like, brother.
He's not really like that.
He doesn't do that.
And the problem is, teachers at school, he's had it so much time, so the teacher will hot him, or might tell him something. And when he's in trouble or he's unsure, he just looks at you dead in your eyes. Like, that's what he does, isn't it? That's his mechanism. Like,
boom.
He doesn't say nothing.
Just locks on that.
Yeah, he soaks in everything. He doesn't show no emotion. He doesn't necessarily look upset. And I found like there's only been like 2 teachers in his school life, one in primary and one in secondary, where like they've been like, he's rude, but he doesn't show no
Yeah.
And we've had to address that with the teachers, like, this is how my man is. He's not being rude to you. He's not actually being rude. That's how he is.
Yeah.
But now he's older, and I think that I've had a personal conversation, but something happened the other day. His mum was like, "Rah, what you have to understand is they look at you like this. When you don't show a certain level of emotion, which is used to, as normal human beings, like, so they can read you.
Yeah.
When you're unreadable, people think it's rude. You get me?
Yep.
I don't want him to lose that unreadable, but I want him to understand. And he came back the other day, he was like, he doesn't feel normal when he feels like when he has to put things on to suit other people, he doesn't feel normal.
Right for him.
You get me?
Yeah.
And I said, no, that's cool. You don't have to do that. But the understanding of, like, what affects it can bring, would you say, consequences?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the consequences of it, bro. That's it. You have to understand the consequences of your actions and how they're deemed by other people.
Unfortunately, but at the same time, apart from school, that you just do you. Like, not apart from school, but like everywhere, you do you.
That's right.
Yeah, you do you, but when it comes to school, you do you respectfully. They're your superiors and that. You get me? I'm not one of those parents who's like, I gotta come to your school because you're bad enough teacher. You can't talk to me like that. Are you dumb?
No.
Mash you up.
Yeah.
What do you think this is? Do you know what I mean?
We're not. Yeah. I wasn't one of those parents either, but nah.
Yeah, that's mad. Like, it's mad for them still. So they got, but yeah, bro, that's how I see it, innit? Like, it's not even it's deeper than the garms, innit? That's just the easy thing, innit? That's the easy thing for people.
That's the most visual thing.
You get me?
That's what I pick up. That's what most people. That's what we said we pick up on first. What people look like.
Yeah.
And then it's what you're doing in what you're dressed as.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's hard now, bro. Like,
I think the youths need to change the narrative. We can't change it. All we can say is, don't look at them a certain way.
Yeah, we can only guide we can only guide them in what they need to be doing.
Yeah, they need to be polite on the roads with the North Face jacket and that. To people, if it's a normal civilian, why have you got problems with a normal civilian, fam? Why are you screwing your face to a normal civilian who goes work or is a normal you, or what's that doing? So what the youths need to do is change the narrative. When you are wearing your Nike from head to toe, help somebody.
That's right.
Or be polite.
Man, used to say, treat people like you treat your parents.
Nah, they don't deserve it.
Not,
They don't deserve it.
not in the sense that you have to treat them like your parents, but you know the respect that you give your parents. Like,
Nah, I don't believe in that.
No,
I don't believe in that. I believe respect me, and I will give you respect. My mother has earned the respect.
Of course. Your mum has. Your mum has.
Them man out there, I don't deal with anyone on the road like I do with my mum.
No, bro, but you said like when the youths them is out on the street and they're screwing people. Like, first of all, don't do that.
Yeah. That's just.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't do that to your parents.
So things like that. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that to. So what's the necessity in doing it to someone random out on the street? There's none. Like you wouldn't be cussing in the presence of your parents, so there's no real necessity in you doing it in the presence of anyone else. Like them little things there. So, bro, it's conduct, innit? That's all it is.
But do you really believe that? Because you sit there, I don't think you believe that. Because if that was the case, you'd be burning them big heads in front of your mum, cuz. Like how you burn them in front of everyone else.
Yeah, no.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay. My mum's special, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with what you're saying. Show people a certain level. Yeah. But you don't respect people how you respect your parents, because your parents,
your parents,
they care for you.
Yeah.
You show that respect for someone out on, you get me? They will walk all over you, blood.
Yeah. Bro.
They will walk all over you, bro.
Very true.
They will walk all over you. Because your parents can walk all over you. Yeah, your parents are the only person on this, like, or your guardians, whoever they are.
Yeah, to
are
a
the
certain
only
extent,
people
they can
who can tell who you probably have telling you something.
Yeah.
You get me?
All right, my brother. Okay, all right.
But I agree with you. Respect is key. The man them need to fix up with that stuff.
Yeah. And we're their guides, so you know what? We have to at least teach them how to be manageable to different people.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Say good morning. If someone looks in your face and you get me? Oh, well, morning. Right. Yeah, boom, keep it moving. You see that person every day.
That's right.
Like, you're right. Keep it moving.
And all right, see there, that's when you build up the level of respect for them, and they build up the level of respect for you. Then it's different. But anyway, my brother, we know where it is. As we said, it's conduct, bruv. And we teaching them as children to be better people. You said it.
A long way still.
It definitely does go a long way. But you said it, bro. If they're doing and showing people difference, people can only see difference.
Yeah, that's all they can see, man. That's all they can see, bro.
They can only see difference. If they're continuing to do the same things that they're doing over and over consistently, that's all people are. That's all that's all they can rely on.
They see me, like, I believe this. Like, obviously, I'm not here to promote badness and that, but I'll be real with you. Yeah? Not everyone's 100. Some people are just, that's just life, innit? You do badness to get up and that.
Yeah. I said that like it's a common thing. Like
no, but that's what it is. Not everyone plays by the rules, innit? Yeah. But the one thing man has to, certain things man noticed about, like the mafia, certain other like crime cartels and that. The level of respect outside of these syndicates that they have for the normal person, is so profound. Yeah, you know, like old school Italians. Obviously, not 100% of them, but what came with the mobster thing, because we're talking about conduct and we're talking about youths, and a lot of them are on badness. You don't have to be a certain way. Do your like. If they have to do whatever they have to do, because not all youths come from homes where mummy and daddy or mummy's putting money on. If they have to do whatever they have to do, keep that personal between you and your comrades, isn't it?
Your associates. Yeah. That's it.
But when you're out with your people and that, show the same level of respect that maybe the mafia showed. That you're right, you calm and keep it funky.
That's it.
Not everyone's perfect, and in this world that we live in, cause I know we gotta rap it, you get me, in this world that we live in, bro, there's bare people who do mad things that you think up the most stand-up guy, innit, you get me? That's the truth, innit,
that definitely
and
is.
These youths need to understand, that whole, it makes you feel big, you get me? I understand, I've been there, you get me? But in the long run, it's caused detriment to you. if you want to do badness and that, or and keep putting food in the table, then conduct yourself a way where it doesn't, people do not look at you a certain way.
Yeah.
People see you as a community person.
They don't associate you with a certain type.
You see what I'm saying to you? And it's not about hiding anything. I'm not saying hide anything. I'm saying be manageable.
That's right.
Be a normal.
And people have no reason to think otherwise.
Yeah, bro. Have human, and no, it doesn't even matter what people think. Like, just as a human being, blood, have some type of compassion for some of the people that are around you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you never know how that could come back to benefit you.
It always does.
You know what I mean?
Always does.
People might look at your children differently. You might have a whole family full of criminals, but no one ain't looking at your children like that because they know how to conduct themselves. Yeah? They know how to talk and treat people, talk to and treat people. Yeah, and that for me is the be all and end all. Like what you said, bro, back to your thing, conduct, innit? No matter what it's your conduct, innit?
It definitely is, my brother. It definitely is. And on that one, bros, I tell you what, brother, you made some decent points. Some big points. Some real big points. And that's the whole point of this, my brothers. We're not here to judge anybody. We're not here to tell you what to do. We're not here to explain to you, oh, this is how things have to be done. It's an exchange of information. Yeah, because we're sifting through it ourselves. That's it. You get me? Even, tell them, like, when we're here and we're talking to you, like, there's things that this is not scripted. This is like a real debate at times when we may disagree or have different points or different standpoints. This is like, it's just a literal sharing of information and trying to figure it out. Nay likes it because I don't tell him what we're doing when I start the show. When we start the show, my brothers, that's when Nay finds out what's going on. Yeah. That's when we get it in. That's when Nay finds out what the topic is. Do you know what, bros? Me and you lot find out together. Yeah, me and you lot find out together. And the funniest thing is, I might not even come up with the thing until the day of. Because there's so many things that, brothers, like, we all live in life. There's so many things that go on in man's life every single day. Certain times you might say, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna put 20 minutes aside and I'm gonna sit down and do this, that, and the other. Yeah. And that 20 minutes just slips away into something else. So do you know what, my brothers? I'm going to tell you this, just to wrap it up. As we said, conduct is definitely key. And how your children learn to conduct themselves definitely depends on how you teach them how to conduct themselves. How they see you conduct yourself around other people is also how they learn. Yeah. My brothers. Oh, my days on that note. Yeah. My brothers, it's not a hard thing just to be normal yourself. Well, actually, it can be definitely for certain people. Normal? Everyone's definition of normal is different. That's right. Normal is different to everybody. But how you treat people with respect is a universal thing. We all need to learn how to do that a lot better, should I say. So, bros, do you know what? I don't know what you took from today. I hope you took something. And if you didn't, then do you know what? Maybe you will in the future. One, that's right. Shit. There's other things coming up. So, my brothers, listen, you can always catch us on all digital platforms. I should say that. Major platforms. Yep. Gonna go live as much as we can. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna be doing from now, isn't it? Yes, this is the format now. Yeah. So you lot can catch us on Wednesdays, YouTube, and anything else. Instagrams is up on the screen. Yeah. You know where it is, my brothers. I beg you, do me and they a favor. Yeah. Stay blessed. Love.